Ireland Army Community Hospital was the oldest Army hospital in the inventory. It was built in 1957. As a result, we were programmed to receive a replacement facility. Everything was on track until the Armor Center and School was moved from Fort Knox to Fort Benning as part of the base realignment and closure process. Our beneficiary population was cut in half, and that replacement hospital turned out to be a replacement clinic. We broke the problem set down into 6 different areas. The first problem set was the workforce optimization. The reduction in force was going to take our current civilian population, a little over 850 employees, down to just a little less than 400. The second problem set was it was going to take our beneficiary population from 23,000 to 11,000. The third problem set was we were going to have to transform how we operate to a PCMH model. The fourth problem set, we were going to have to prepare this legacy facility for demolition. The fifth problem set was to transfer our health support over to another MTF. And the last problem set was that Ireland Army Health Clinic was going to provide support to 3 of the Army's 9 MFGI sites. Individually, any one of these tasks would be a significant emotional event for any unit. But we had all 6 of them, and we had to get it right. We had no other choice. We had, at best, 24 months to accomplish the reductions in force, to transfer the retirees to the network, and to set the conditions to move into the new clinic in January of 2020. In the past, retirees were transferred to the network. The retirees would get a letter in the mail going, call this number or go to this website. Good luck with finding a provider on the local network.
When I got my own letter, I felt a sense of betrayal. Just, it went against the grain. It seemed like we weren't taking care of our own.
I've been a military wife for 36 years. The 21 years here at Ireland, I have had the best care. When I was first notified about the transition, I was actually devastated.
I've actually been part of the military health system for 44 of my 50 years. There was an unspoken promise that we were going to get health care for the rest of our lives. That presumably was going to come from a military treatment facility if we were so located, and that wasn't what was happening.
The majority of our employees have worked at Ireland for their entire professional career. Their kids were born here, and a lot of our civilian employees are also retired beneficiaries that were going to be transferred to the network.
So not only do I lose my doctor, but I just might lose my job.
I thought that anger would manifest itself in the form of letters and phone calls to politicians, that they would all of a sudden come up with some money and increase the size of our new clinic and welcome retirees back in. That's not what happened.
My initial instinct was, we just need to have a strategic planning conference. But we were missing something. They did not trust that they were going to get the same quality and access to care in the network. That was our dilemma. And so we turned to Arbinger.
With leaders in the Arbinger Institute, I worked very diligently with them to create a 3-day offsite that not only provided a 2-day foundational course for all the leaders that attended, but then we began to operationalize those concepts.
We were trying to figure out how we were going to notify the beneficiaries.
And so it was difficult because we were talking about people in the room. But I think that we were able to work through that by really using the Arbinger principles of turning an outward mindset.
It made all of us really humbled to see what was in front of us and use the Arbinger tools to get there.
And working toward how we can look at the beneficiaries' needs, objectives, and challenges. They need communication throughout this process. I kind of threw out there, what if we created like a beneficiary transition cell or group of people where their sole purpose was to help our beneficiaries transition successfully to a network provider.
And as soon as he said that, everybody looked around and said, that is exactly what right looks like. We were going to send a letter to the retirees, and that letter would say, you are going to be transferred to the network, and we invite you to come to the beneficiary transition cell located in Ireland Army Health Clinic.
They sent the letters this time, but then they also offered help for the patients.
My commander said, assist them through that process, and then we'll follow up with them.
That was the most important meeting to me, to have someone look me in my eye and explain to me what was going on here.
I can remember most of their names, and I probably transitioned about 1,000 people. They felt like friends to me, family members.
We felt like the 27 and a half year that my husband was in that military. They gave us that respect, and I thank them for that.
I enjoy getting to help people, coming in here every day knowing that I'm going to make a difference in somebody's life.
We weren't transferring objects, we were transitioning people. And then with that enthusiasm came like a realization wave of like, we don't just hire people to do this. We're the DoD, like how could that possibly work?
They were very challenged. They were strapped. They had appointments from 0800 to 1700 daily, and they were just trying to get to the end state.
We had to figure out how to resource from within and to really put ourselves in the shoes of the beneficiaries who were to be affected. Because this was all new to us. This could be a starting blueprint for sister medical treatment facilities who may have to be faced with the same things.
I immediately wanted to help, and I knew that we had a robust patient administration division that could support the beneficiary transition cell mission.
I was very glad to see the benefit that Arbinger was going to be for us. The whole outward mindset idea enabled us to come together in a way that I'd never seen this organization come together before. It was a thing of beauty, really.
I was so proud of people in my section for really opening up and wanting to assist this mission, because I knew it was going to be a key into leading us into success.
Almost exclusively, everybody that went to the BTC was happy with the care that they received.
I might not be comfortable out there right away, but I do feel truly honored. I feel they should do this for all of the military bases.
What was critical for our overall success was the continued reinforcement of the Arbinger principles. We're on a definite glide path to achieve our end state for workforce optimization.
Ireland had a few job fairs inviting some of our civilian counterparts.
The majority of our employees that decided to move on before the reduction in force were hired by some of our network partners. They left here and we're seeing some of the same retirees that we transferred to the network. The construction on a new clinic is on schedule, preparing the legacy facility to be demolished. We have 9 floors in this facility, and we pretty much consolidate everybody to 2 floors.
In nearly 22 years in the military and an additional 9 working in government service, I don't believe I've ever seen an effort of this magnitude go this well, and considering as many people in the process as what we've experienced using the Arbinger concepts.
I'm most proud of our employees and our retired beneficiaries, and that we treated them with dignity and respect, and as people that have made a significant contribution to Fort Knox and to Ireland Army Health Clinic.